Hey guys, before we get into the video, shout out to Sunny2D. He's the one who painted the figures that I will be reviewing in this video today, so go check out his Instagram in the link below. So as some of you already know, I am a custom 2D fanatic for Dragon Ball figures. I love them so much, I even have a whole shelf dedicated to just Manga Dimension repaints. So in this video, I wanted to go over the two figures that kind of fueled this flame into what is now my favorite type of figures to collect in this hobby. My favorite form is Super Saiyan God. I just love the bright red and the fiery aura that comes with it. So for my first ever commission, I requested 2D repaints of the Masterlise Super Saiyan God Vegeta and the Maximatic Super Saiyan God Goku. So starting off with the Super Saiyan God Goku, the first thing I wanted to bring up was the belt sash. The original Maximatic God Goku is clearly meant to be from the moment in the Broly movie where Goku uses the God Bind, but there's a big missing piece of the outfit. Goku has a hanging belt sash in the Broly movie. This was something that the original Maximatic failed to capture, most likely because early Maximatics had a tendency to kind of reuse leg sculpts. But Sunny and I just kind of came up with an idea to work around this. The Maximatic base form Goku does have a belt sash, so we ordered the figure. Sunny cut the sash off, and then we just glued it on. And look at the result. It looks so seamless. Sometimes I forget that the original figure didn't even have the hanging sash, and it was glued on very well. Hasn't fallen off, even though I've had this figure for many months now. But anyways, the next thing I want to bring attention to is the hair color. Now, in my personal opinion, Super Saiyan God figures never really have the proper shade of red that I would really like. Besides a handful of them that look pretty good, but the Maximatic falls under this branch with its bright metallic darker red paint that I'm not a huge fan of, especially the metallic part. I just don't think it works 100% for Super Saiyan God figures. But so Sunny and I tested a few different red paint colors until we landed on this bold pyral red. Now, this red gives that bright color pop that I really wanted for my Super Saiyan God figures, and is one of the things that I really feel like stands out about the figure itself. In addition to this, Sunny used a mixture of different layers of orange, golden yellow, warm yellow to make that beautiful V, along with the blue mixtures of faded ultramarine, gray blue that he used for his undershirts, boots, and belt sash. And then Sunny contrasted bright and dark colors throughout the figure to really give it that in-your-face 2D pop that these manga dimensions are meant to have. As for the iconic logo on Goku's gi, Sunny kind of got around to working on this one by just covering it up. It didn't need painting over it. It's a symbol. It doesn't really need extra layered effects on it. So Sunny just covered it up, painted around it to the other parts of the gi, and then just pulled the covering off so that way the insignias stayed the exact same, no extra painting needed. And then lastly, the thing I would like to bring up here is what I like to call the sketch marks. You'll see that across this figure, you'll see small black lines kind of etched along the figure on his body, its face, its arms, legs, just in small pinpointed locations. And I really like that he adds these little sketch marks because it really makes it feel like a drawing. It makes it feel like a manga dimension figure that you just pluck straight out of the manga. That's something that I've always really enjoyed about Sunny's style, and you will see that across multiple of his figures as I go through them. So I loved how Goku used Super Saiyan God in the Broly movie. He fought with a calm, collected demeanor, and even came up with a new technique to showcase this, as we talked about the God Bind. And I always thought that the sculpt of this figure really captured that moment pretty well. So I felt like this was a perfect candidate for a really good repaint. And as you guys saw throughout this video, Sunny really brought this, I would call, mediocre figure that is pretty decent, but does have a few problems that are specific with paint, and really brought the figure to another level that really gives it that shine, that color pop that a Super Saiyan God Goku figure should have. Next up, one of my favorite repaints of all time, even to this day, is the Masterlise Super Saiyan God Vegeta from the Back to the Film Kuji. Now, I think most people can agree that when they first saw this Super Saiyan God Vegeta figure, they noticed that something was off with the hair color. For some reason, Vegeta's red hair was swapped with a magenta shade, which isn't even remotely close to the bright red hair that's used in the Broly movie. And on top of this, the paint on the body falls flat in a lot of places, especially the armor. The armor is unshaded, so it looks very clunky and kind of awkward in my opinion. However, like with most great repainting opportunities, though the paint application is far from what we would hope for a Super Saiyan God Vegeta figure, the sculpt is incredible. This Vegeta has one of the best sculpts I've ever seen on a Vegeta figure. So similar to the God Goku from before, Sunny used a bold pyrrole red as the primary color for the hair, really bringing forward that amazing bright red that I think we originally deserved for this Super Saiyan God Vegeta. The next part I would also like to bring attention towards is that deep blue and the contrasting done on the body. Now, to this day, this is one of my favorite body paints on a figure, especially in terms of colors. The deep blue versus the brighter shade of blue going across the body like that is what really brings forward that in-your-face feel for what Manga Dimension should be. They should feel like you're plucking a character from the manga panel and then you're holding a figure. In addition to this, the color contrast and the pop of the white and gray on the armor, along with the different shades of contrasting yellow on his bodysuit, his armor piece, really elevate this figure to new heights and kind of sweeps away that other issue with the Vegeta where his original armor piece was just unshaded. It looked extremely flat. Now, in my opinion, it looks way better. And lastly, I once again want to point out the etch marks on this figure that really give it that manga feel. You can see it across his gloves, his chest, his biceps, his legs. Like it really brings it that, it gives it that special Manga Dimension texture feel that make it seem like it's on a piece of paper. It's a drawing. Anyways, with the new brightness brought to this Vegeta figure, especially in the hair, in the body, this figure is elevated from, in my opinion, what was before a flat looking figure to what I personally consider the best Vegeta figure in my whole collection. Alright guys, so those were my two first ever custom Manga Dimension figures. Let me know what you thought or what else you think I should include in these videos. For example, would you guys be interested in seeing some of the painting process done by Sunny? I think that might be pretty cool to include in these videos as some quick shots. Anyways, that is all I have for today. So don't forget to like and subscribe to see some more cool Manga Dimension reviews. I have plenty of figures to go over, so there will be plenty of other episodes following this one. Anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, see ya.